That's the Rustler 4x4 VXL. That's what Josh chose to get. Like I was running yesterday, got the Fox Edition 4x4 / VXL. And of course, both of these are the 110 scale. And I got the Mavic 2 Air, brought it today just in case we want to get that out for a few minutes. Beautiful 4th of July. Just wanted to share a little update with the channel as well, talking about looking at some I wouldn't say rebranding, but just kind of refocusing, I think would be the best way to explain it. So just exciting things to come. Stay tuned. All right, got Josh at the controls here with his Rustler 4x4. We'll watch it just a little bit. This thing will rip. It's got a little bit bigger tires on it than the 4x4 / does. He's putting it on 2 wheels. That's a smooth riding car. Really good with wheelies too. It's got more wheelie capabilities than I've found with my Slash. And I do believe it's a little bit faster. They're both slated for around 60 to 65 miles per hour, but I do think the Rustler will take it. And it's got that good low center of gravity. I think it's less apt to flip over than what you'll find with the Slash, but the Slash does good too, especially when you get on the grass, when you've got that grass, when you got that slip capability. It will actually spin and what have you. So it's pretty neat. I like putting these two together. We almost were looking at getting the same vehicle, and I thought, well, if we both have Rustlers, I mean, that would be cool, but at the same time, it would be good to have some difference. That way, you know, if I wanted to drive his some, he wanted to drive mine some. Now, we did try that one day, and we were so particular with their stuff, it didn't last long. He went back to his, and I went back to mine, but here we go. Here he comes. You can see good speed, good breakability. You know, yesterday when I was out here riding some by myself, that engine gets so hot. I noticed on the 1/16 scale, I noticed how the battery seems to get hotter than the electric motor. But now watching these here, it seems like the motors on these brushless, the motors got a lot hotter than the battery did, but they will absolutely rip and roar though. We'll try to get some more footage of it actually driving. All right, I'm gonna drive a little bit of both of them here. Got the camera set up at the basketball goal here. Kind of the way we work it is, this is the little white strip that you see there, the white line. That's the going back down to the runway side to keep us from hitting each other. That way we're always going the same direction, and then come back this way to rip it. The last thing you want to do is hit that basketball goal post too. Josh is running his 3S 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and I'm running the same. It's a little bit different. It looks it reads the same, except for it says his says power cell, and the battery on this one does not, but I do believe it's the same. Now his is where he had ran from the other day. Mine is a freshly charged battery from today. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of variance between the two.
I need to fix the steering trim.
You need to trim it up a little bit. We always keep up with our trim. Mine looks like it's pretty.
Yeah, let me back up some.
My trim, I think, is looking pretty good. So here's the thing. This is one of the things I've been kind of looking at as far as Jaybird goes. Again, not a rebranding, but just maybe a refocusing. With the drone, obviously we do have the air covered, and now with the RCs, especially with the Defender, not so much these cars here, but the Defender having the 2-speed, you can go a little bit faster, not like this, of course, but you can go a little faster. And then you do have the slow speed that I would like to use, that 4-wheel drive crawl speed with the GoPro adapter that I've added to it, more so for, I wouldn't necessarily say inspection work, but it's nice to get up underneath decks or certain crawl spaces that will actually handle it. So that way you can actually kind of get up in underneath there and look at it if you have potentially a rodent problem or maybe a leak or something that you just wanted to kind of look at it and see what was going on, maybe kind of give you that idea. But also that's land and air, but we'd also say sea as well. And I've been thinking about the power, I think it's power line. I think that maybe I'd have the Power Vision. I'd have to look back at it to see. I know some of those have gone on sale, but actually looking at some of the underwater drones, maybe some of the possibilities of using something along those lines. There's not a tremendous amount of body of waters here where we live. We have the Watauga River. A few miles out, there's a Watauga Lake where I've been before. I've taken you before as far as photographs goes of the Butler Bridge there in Tennessee. But, anything that you can kind of attach a camera to for inspection purposes, search and rescue purposes, a little bit of everything is kind of what I'm looking at. But also, obviously, you got to have fun. Whatever it is that we're doing, I mean, there's that fun factor. And remote control cars, RC, drones, planes, adding that fun factor to it is a lot of fun. This, I have to say, was a totally unexpected hobby that we kind of picked up. I noticed, I guess back in May, I saw the Defender and I saw the Axle Jeeps, the crawlers online, the scale to trails, and I was very interested. At first, I thought it was just people four-wheeling till I realized it was actually remote control cars, RC cars. And so that kind of got us into it. And then for Father's Day, Josh got me, and then he also picked up one for himself, the 1/16 scale slash. And now I tell you, that was so much fun that we wanted to even further that with speed. And so that's what we got into here with the Rustler and with the 110 slash as well. So kind of just taking things a little bit one day at a time. And then also June has been a record-setting month for Jaybird. Had really, really good work in a variance to work as well. Some was with real estate officers, some were private owners, private business companies. And so we're still continuing on. Be honest with you, the possibility of doing it full time would be awesome, but we're just kind of waiting to see how that works out. So we shall see. But again, that's not a rebranding or anything of Jaybird, but we're just kind of taking it one day at a time to see where it leads. And Josh has been helping me and working with me, and it's kind of an exciting time just to see things go with the virus and everything, the way that it happened this year. I didn't know what to think. Business started off really fast, and then it kind of seemingly slowed down. And then I've noticed that actually, again in June, really picking up. So we're keeping our eye on that. Of course, I work in law enforcement, and just really looking to see kind of where we go from here. I work in law enforcement. oversee the drone program there. Also, I pastor a church, and also throw it in there too, I'm also running for the Watauga County Board of Education again this year. I've served 4 years previously and looking to return to the board this year. So we're just taking everything in stride and just trying to move forward and see, you know, I've been in law enforcement now for 20 years, and I've got to experience a lot of things and seen a lot of things change and happen. And so, you know, we'll see where we go from here. I'm not trying to forecast anything necessarily. There might be some updates in the near future. But again, not wanting to put the cart before the horse, but we're waiting and watching, and I'm going to be in touch with you. I'll keep in touch with you, of course. And I know it's been a while since we've kind of had time together to vlog, but I'm trying to get more so back into that. And even in the future, if there's some more product reviews, new things to come, hey, I am absolutely waiting on that Mavic 3 Pro. We keep hearing some rumors about, so I'm looking for that. And to throw in there as well, I've been really using the Mavic Air 2 more and more for professional work. Yesterday, the work that I did was completely done with the Mavic Air 2, and it did a wonderful job. Again, it was during the day, so not having to rely on that 1-inch sensor so much. But hey, it's a very interesting time, and even in the midst of everything that's going on, I do feel there's a lot of blessing in it as well. So maybe this was God's way of allowing some of us to look at things in a little different light, giving us some more time with family, friends, and trying to reassess life and what we should be more so focusing on. And I couldn't be more thankful with everything that's going on in the church as well. Just very blessed. My family's very blessed, and we're seeking the Lord's will with what takes place from here. And I just can't thank the Lord enough for what he's done for me and my family, and we're going to trust him and follow him and see where he leads. Happy 4th of July, everybody.